The largest company on the planet. If someone asked you who that is, what would you say? Apple? Microsoft? How about Saudi Aramco? Sometimes people are surprised to hear that the biggest company in the world is Walmart. That surprise comes from the fact that most people expect the crown to belong to a tech titan or an oil giant, and not a chain of discount stores. In fact, Walmart pulls in more than $1.8 billion in sales every single day. Yet behind these staggering numbers lies a story of resilience and reinvention, a journey that took Walmart from a vulnerable position to a retail powerhouse once again. A decade ago, Walmart was on the ropes. Amazon's rise had shaken the retail world. Its endless selection and doorstep delivery made Walmart's sprawling superstores look like relics of a fading era. Sales were slipping, profits were plunging. However, fast forward 10 years and the tide has turned. Walmart now command an insane $680 billion in revenue, over 2 million employees, and a healthy share of America's retail and grocery spending. The company has poured profits into cutting-edge technology and turned its massive store network into a weapon, beating Amazon at its own game. Their secret weapon? Sheer physical reach. With 5,000 stores across America, 90% of the population lives within 10 miles of a Walmart store. Supercenters double as distribution hubs. Warehouses that once served only stores now ship online orders. And with a third-party marketplace like Amazon's, Walmart's online shelves now hold hundreds of millions of items. Sellers not only hand over a cut of each sale, but they also pay additional fees to tap into Walmart's logistics network, adding another 8% on average for storage, packing, and delivery. The results are big. In 2024, Walmart's US e-commerce sales topped $100 billion, still far behind Amazon's $480 billion, but growing at roughly 20% a year, twice Amazon's pace. And in the tricky business of grocery delivery, where speed and refrigeration matters, Walmart is already in first place. But staying ahead of rivals hasn't been about scale alone. Walmart's resurgence rests on a deliberate set of strategies designed to sharpen its edge in a rapidly changing retail landscape. They focus on 4 key improvements. E-commerce. Walmart doubled down on its e-commerce infrastructure, bridging the gap between online and the customer experience in store. For example, they improved their Walmart Plus membership service by adding perks with more value, driving an increase in customer retention. Private label. As inflation and economic uncertainty dominates modern life, Walmart leaned into its strength, offering low prices by investing more in its in-house brands. Diversifying supply chains. The company reduced dependence on volatile global supply chains and began sourcing more within the US, a pretty genius decision given the challenges that followed.
If you look at that, China, first row, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA, including currency manipulation and trade barriers.
And lastly, but most crucially, technology. Behind the scenes, the company invested heavily in automation and digitization, essentially overhauling its entire back-end operations. This allowed them to cut costs and boost agility, making incremental gains that can be passed on to the end customer. The latest Walmart warehouses are vast hangars filled with conveyor belts, computer screens, and robotic arms that silently pick and pack products. The company uses AI to load pallets, so items are easy to unload, placing fragile goods on top, urgent products at the front, and grouping items by aisle. One of the tasks now handled by robots: building your shipping box. A machine loaded with the exact dimensions of each product wraps it in cardboard with a tailor-made fit. In the old days, a worker would eyeball it, deciding whether your item needed a big box or a small one. Now, an algorithm sizes it perfectly for your order, down to the inch. These technological upgrades didn't just transform how Walmart serves customers, they also reshaped how it manages its vast workforce. At the end of 2024, their employee count was 2,165,465 globally. That was almost 70,000 fewer than 5 years ago. That payroll trend stands in huge contrast to the competition. In the past 5 years, the big box retailers, Costco, Target, and Home Depot, each added tens of thousands of employees. Amazon nearly doubled its worldwide workforce to 1.6 million in the same period. This shift in staffing reflects more than just domestic changes. It's part of a broader strategy that's playing out on a global stage. Beyond the US, Walmart has also been reinventing how it does business around the world. Walmart's global playbook is simple: trying different models in different markets, and don't hesitate to pull out if they don't work. In Mexico, it's the most valuable company on the stock exchange. In China, a Sam's Club membership, part of Walmart's carefully built retail empire, has become a proud symbol of middle-class ambition. And in India, it holds a majority stake in Flipkart, a leading online marketplace. Since selling its businesses in Argentina, Britain, and Japan in 2021, Walmart's international arm has been on fire, and it's aiming to double sales and operating profit between 2024 and 2028. For years, Walmart studied Amazon to learn how to survive in a world where retail was moving online. Now, in some areas, the roles may be reversing. Walmart's mastery of grocery delivery, its integration of physical and digital assets, and its diversified global investments show a company that has learned how to play and win on multiple fronts. From a threatened brick-and-mortar giant to a technology-enabled global powerhouse, Walmart's transformation offers a lesson in adaptation. Size alone doesn't guarantee survival, but size paired with reinvention can redefine the game. Soon, the company that once scrambled to catch up may find others scrambling to keep pace.